near to Nevsky Most, one of the most famous centers of Moscow's prosperity. It's definitely a good and proper place to talk about Lionel Messi's sensational transfer to PSG, which is aimed to make Paris the center of European football prosperity.
Meanwhile, only a few days ago, this move seemed absolutely implausible, far-fetched at best. The Argentines' hotly anticipated new contract with Barcelona has been carefully prepared and all but signed, and then something unforeseen occurred. The new regulations of La Liga, which includes a strict salary cap, left Barcelona simply weaponless, with no free money and no opportunity to get them a step. In this scenario, Lionel's magnanimous sacrifice in the form of 50% salary cut turned to be effectively redundant. Even in this case, Barca had no resources to register him. It's curious that there are some suggestions that the newly elected Blaugrana's president Juan Laporta should renew Messi's contract before July in order to not depend on new rules. But in reality, this way also wasn't available. In the first part of summer, Laporta feverishly tried to sell players and free up at least some money, but to no avail. In the end of the day, the exaggerated salaries and the series of disastrous transfers simply sank Barcelona, leaving in tears not only both sides involved, but also fans and even neutral viewers. It's significant that for Lionel himself, this blow was perhaps even bigger than for the club. The Argentine has been simply dejected and distraught. Living all his life in the Spanish-speaking community, he and his family used to certain conditions and had no intention to change country or city. That's why, despite Barcelona's doubtful financial and sporting form, staying at the Catalan club was always his absolute priority, not only out of love for the native team, but also for the sake of his family. Also, it should be noted that there were very few teams that really tried to get Messi. It's known for certain that Atletico and Diego Simeone personally tried to persuade him, but in vain. It's evident that out of respect for Barca, Lionel couldn't move to another La Liga club. Transfer to Bayern was also impossible. The German giants had no inclination to pay an astronomical sum of money to the player of his age, who in addition isn't compatible with the up-tempo football of Julian Nagelsmann. The same reasons made Messi not particularly attractive for the top English clubs. Even Josep Guardiola's Manchester City weren't active in this regard. So basically, there was only one option left, in the form of PSG. The interest of Parisian side to the Argentine has been long and sustained, and with time all fell. The fact that PSG's owner basically is the main sponsor of the team and 3 consecutive relatively quiet transfer campaigns after luxurious deals involving Neymar and Kylian Mbappé meant that the French club had enough resources to offer Messi a contract worthy of his reputation, reportedly 35 million euros for each of 2 seasons he should spend at the Parc des Princes. Another big plus in favor of this option was the presence of large Spanish-speaking community at PSG. As you can see, the majority of the club's prominent footballers know this language very well, by descent or due to some playing experience in Primera. It's very important for Messi, who speaks only his native language. As for the French club, this is surely a huge statement from their part. Signing the Argentine, PSG not only increased its status and gained a lot of attention and popularity, but also got the first actual, and not the future one, Ballon d'Or winner in the ranks in history. Moreover, the Ligue 1 as a whole couldn't boast by the presence of the owner of this trophy since 1991 and the memorable Jean-Pierre Papin's era. On top of that, Messi is undeniable favorite for the European and World Best Footballer of the Year award in 2021. Therefore, it would be even a bigger splash of flair and revenues. As for the purely sporting matter, the picture is not as rosy as it seems. It's apparent that the Argentine will bring his fabulous skills and prodigious talents, but he will bring disequilibrium as well. In the last few years, Lionel, who runs only 7 or 8 kilometers per game and plays basically through brief switching ons, has been one of the most static outfield players, if not the most, in the Champions League. Given that mobility and work rate have been PSG's main issues even before his arrival, this problem now should go to another level, and it's pretty doubtful that the French club has proper personnel to cope with it. Even with the acquisition of Jorginho Wijnaldum, PSG are quite lean in the center of the field and would definitely struggle attempting to serve and in a way nourish the magnificent but also not particularly workable in terms of running and defense trio Messi, Mbappé, Neymar. Obviously, this problem would be significantly alleviated or even solved if Leo continued to score a goal per game and get assists in every second match like he did within almost all his brilliant career. But it remains to be seen whether he would be able to match his usual effectiveness at PSG. It would be fair to say that whilst the Argentine's shortcomings are guaranteed, his pluses need to be proven in the new team and in the new dimension. In this case, a lot of responsibility rests on the shoulders of Mauricio Pochettino, who must create set plays for his compatriot and make Leo's partnership with Neymar and Mbappé work as quickly as possible. Another obstacle or another chance to assure that Messi's adaptation in Paris would be smooth and rapid, it depends from the point of view, would be a choice of tactical formation. Currently in demand 3-4-3 and 3-4-1-2 schemes probably will be a good solution, bearing in mind that they almost automatically give an extra mobility, and in the Champions League all PSG's main opponents, Bayern, Manchester City and Chelsea, have an initial upper hand in agility and balance. More classic 4-3-3 alignment could be viable as well though. In the meantime, Messi's position on the pitch isn't that crucial, whether it would be his favorite right wing or a false nine role, taking into account that he, Neymar and Mbappé will be constantly in motion in the attacking phase. Smooth and quick interaction and good understanding would be much more important, and it will be a key to the Champions League success too. In the last several seasons at Barcelona, Leo's trademark productivity and magic tended to fade away in the decisive moments, whilst his tangible lack of movement and work rate in defense regularly did hurt his team badly. In order to avoid this sort of scenario, PSG needs to find the right equilibrium and make the attacking trio work up to their potential. In any case, we will know quite swiftly if Messi is destined to make a difference at PSG or not. Given his age, this collaboration could be prolific or not, but it definitely won't last more than for 2 or 3 years, so there is a little time for the Argentine in order to find and prove himself in his new chapter of life and career.